do not waste your money. Do not give these universities your bag and you get nothing in return other than, yeah, you got a degree. I mean, that's great. That's a big accomplishment, but like, do you know anything? Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. What's going on, everybody? I don't even know what that's from, but it's stuck in my head. But what's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. We haven't done a sit down video in a while, so I thought I'd do one today in the back to school festivities in relation to in celebration of the back to school celebration. Is that a celebration? Not really, because we're going back to school. I would have started my back to school series earlier, but because I was on vacation and I left my computer and stuff, could not post, could not edit, couldn't do all that. But I am posting right now, so I don't know how long the back to school series is going to be for me, how many back to school videos I'm going to post, but this is going to be the first one. So I personally start school tomorrow. I don't know if you guys have already started school or are going to school this week or the week after, but I thought I would give you guys tips. I'm going to give you guys about like 5 tips on how to succeed, how to ace, how to just kill it this semester, because I've seen a lot of people being like super pessimistic about going to school online, and I totally understand. Like, none of us want to go to school online. That's not the college experience. That's not what we're paying for. But Miss Rona said she do what she wants. So for right now, we have to go to school online. So we gotta make the best of it. So let's get into this video so I can give you guys some tips. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, because I know y'all are gonna like it and get some helpful tips. And let's get into the video. So, how to be successful, or how to just do the damn thing this semester. So, first tip is to give yourself enough time to get ready for class. So that means not waking up 2 minutes before class starts. That means like you don't have to go as extreme as waking up like an hour before class, but give yourself at least like 30 minutes so you can brush your teeth, like get yourself together so that you're awake. If you're waking up like 2 minutes before class starts, your brain's not awake, you're not awake. So the teacher's sitting there teaching and you're not comprehending anything you're learning, thus not gonna understand the material later. So give yourself some time. Ready. Also, sometimes changing into different clothes helps. I know, like, you might be like, girl, the purpose of being home is to stay in pajamas. You're right, sis. Change to some different pajamas, because some people like just function differently. You need a little bit more structure. So if you're cool with staying in your pajamas all day and like you can focus like that, do you. But if you feel like you'll feel more active and like ready to start your day by changing into something else, then do that. For me personally, I feel like I prefer to change into like some different clothes, probably something as equally as comfortable as pajamas, but I just want to change into something so that I'm like, okay, in my mindset, I'm getting in the mindset that I'm about to get this work done, I'm about to grind, like I'm about to be on my shit. So if you're like still in that like sleepy mindset, like I said, like you're not fully awake, you're not gonna do that good. We're trying to get A's and B's, even C's, but not fail. We're not failing this semester, okay? We're aiming for A's. So first tip, again, make sure you give yourself enough time to prepare for class, okay? Second tip, get out of your bed. Get out of your bed, y'all. Last semester, when everything kind of, we were in school and then it transitioned to online, I was one of those people who stayed in bed, tried to do my homework in bed, listened to lectures in bed, did all that in bed and was not paying attention. I would go back to sleep. I would wake up like a minute before class started, put that thing on and go back to sleep. No, that is not what we're doing this semester, because we want to raise our grades. Even though classes are online, and this is a huge key, even though classes are online, that does not mean y'all still don't have to learn. Y'all are paying for school. Don't you want to get the most for your money? You're paying millions is millions. You're paying thousands of dollars. It would be millions by the end. But you're paying thousands of dollars for this education. You're trying to like trick the system and sleep during lectures that you're supposed to be up, but really you're tricking yourself because you're paying, they're still getting paid whether you're asleep or not. So you're paying for these courses and not learning anything. And then you're going into this field where you don't know anything. So you're really cheating yourself. So keep in mind, and this is, I'm kind of feeding into one of my other tips, but keep in mind that you're in school for a reason. So if you just want to sleep, go ahead, sleep and work. But if you want to go to school, if you're in school for, if you're in school, you're in school for a reason. You're not just giving your money away for free. So remember that you're here to learn and like get your grind, you know? And even if you don't feel like learning, make it selfish. Be like, listen, I'm not about to give somebody my money without something in return. Okay, so sorry guys. My kitten is crying outside the door. I'll talk about that in another video. As tempting as it may seem, your bed is like the killer of focus. Comfortability and grind do not go together. So if you want to be comfortable in your bed, grinding does not, they don't go together. So get out of your bed, go to your dinner table, go to your island. That's probably where I'm going to be doing my work. Find a desk if you have one. Go in a corner. Like, go somewhere other than your bed, because your bed equals sleep equals relaxation. We're trying to grind. Again, comfortability and grind do not go together. Tip number three. Try to eliminate all distractions. And I know this is really difficult, and a lot of teachers say that, especially during tests. They're like, make sure you don't have distractions. Sis, if people have little siblings and whatnot, they're just like distractions. Like, oh no. Like, or if you live in a loud neighborhood, or just people have distractions. People have real life problems. So it's hard to not have distractions, but if possible, try to limit distractions. That can even be something as your phone. If you're in online class, it's really hard because nobody's like on your back, like get off your phone. So it might be hard for you to stay off your phone, but try to, because we want to focus. You want to focus the best you can on what you're learning so that you absorb the information and can do better in that class. If you're on your phone the whole time, you're not absorbing any of that. You're absorbing what you're seeing on your phone, not in the lesson. So if you need to download one of those apps, I don't really remember what they're called right now, but I'll leave something down below, or like put it on the screen or something. But if you need to download one of those apps that like locks your phone during class because you really can't not go on your phone, do that. Do whatever you need to do to eliminate distraction. Like, your friend FaceTiming you during class, sorry sis, like this is my school hours, I gotta get this in, then we can talk afterwards. Class really does not take that long. It really doesn't. Like, already I'm taking about like 5 classes this semester, and I'm already done by 2. Start at 9, done by 2. It's not that long. You really have the rest of the day, so you can go do whatever for the rest of the day, but like in that time frame, focus. You need to focus. Like I said before, you are not in school spending your money for no reason. So get your money's worth, sis. And also it helps to build a station for where you're gonna work. So if those distractions are kind of in the living room with the TV and everything, put your books, your laptop, your writing utensils, all that in one section, and that's gonna be your work section, which also goes into that tip of getting out of bed. Okay, 4. Take notes. Take notes on this video too. Though you may think you are an amazing, world-renowned memorizer, you are not. I promise you don't remember every single word that professor said, and if you do, come see me because I need some help. But you don't. It is really important to take notes. Even though you are listening to the professor and you may think you're absorbing every freaking thing he's saying, you're not. Especially if you have ADHD or whatever I got going on, you ain't absorbing it, because he says something like, I don't know, organisms. And I'm like, everything is an organism. And then for some reason that makes me think of nature. And then I think of trees. And then I think of nice trees, which is in Puerto Rico on a beach. So then I start thinking about that beach. Then I think about a swimsuit. You know, like it just goes everywhere. So no, take notes. Take notes also keeps you in the element, like you're writing, you're focusing. So it's better to take notes than try to memorize it. And then also the perks of taking notes is if you later realize when you're doing the homework or whatever that you didn't really understand a concept, you can go back and be like, oh wait, let me check my notes out and see like what I wrote on this topic. Also, it's really good to, after you take those notes, during class, you know, during class if they're talking really fast, you're kind of scribbling it. It's really good after class to go back like 10 minutes after you've written those notes, or even an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, just the same day, to go over and look over the notes that you wrote so that you can absorb the information even more. It really, really does help, y'all. Like, I wish I did that more throughout school, because it probably would have helped me more, but, you know, you just get lazy, especially with in-person classes. You leave class and you're trying to, like, see where people at, see what people doing, so, now that you're home, people ain't doing nothing. People are home too, so write those notes, look them over. It will really help y'all. Like, it really will. I think this is tip number 5. Tip number 5, ask for help. This is something that I have struggled with a lot. Like, I will ask maybe my roommates or someone like that, or somebody in my class for help, but I do not go to the teacher. I do not know why, but it is important, y'all. Like, when people say relationships with your professor are important, they really are. Like, I used to be like, don't nobody want to talk to him. I just want to get my grade and be done. But like, when your professor sees you trying, they really do look out. Like, if you're coming to him with questions and he sees that, okay, she's really trying to get the material, not that if you're at an F he's gonna bump you to an A, but if he sees that you're really making an effort, he might be a little more lenient with you. So even though we're on online classes, it's still important to make a relationship with your professor. So ask for help if you need help. Teachers are still, I know at my university and other places they definitely should be doing this, teachers are still holding office hours. So if you need help, go to their office hours, stop in, jump in that little Zoom call and be like, hey, I need help. Or email them. They'll probably be able to do a one-on-one with you. Tutors are also still available. So if you need tutors are still available. It might be weird online, but send them a picture of the problem you have. Yeah, send them a picture of the problem you have a problem with, and then they'll be able to help you. Like, don't make it more complicated than it has to be. Yes, online classes suck, but there's ways to still get your education. So if you need help, if you're struggling with a subject or a certain part of the curriculum, ask for help, because you don't want to sit there and silently struggle and then watch your grade go down. We all know that it's hella easy to pull that grade down, but it's hard as hell to pull it back up. So don't do anything that is going to pull your grade down that you could have prevented by asking for help. And hold your teachers accountable too. Like I said, y'all are paying for this. So don't let your teachers off easy. They still have to do their job. So if you need help, go ask them. Make sure they're giving you that help, because they still have a job to do. They still have an obligation to teach you guys how they're supposed to. So hold them to that. So that was tip 5. This isn't really a tip, like a big tip. So that's why I said really only 5 tips. But one perk about online school is you can eat whenever you want. We can eat whatever we want. So there's no reason for you to come to class hangry. Go in that kitchen and get some food. You can snack during class, after class, before class, in between class, whenever you want. That belly can be full, sis. So that's a perk. Look at the bright side. You can eat whenever you want, okay? And you're already home. For my homebodies who don't like to be out, you're home already. But with that, don't let food distract you from class. So only eat if you're hungry. Don't be just eating to eat and watching your professor like it's a movie with some popcorn. No. You're still supposed to be taking notes. Don't think I forgot about that. Those are it, guys. Those are like the main tips that I feel like I can give you guys to succeed for this semester. So just to reiterate, give yourself enough time to get ready for class. Don't wake up 2 minutes before class starts like I used to do. Get out of bed. Find your workstation. Just not your bed. Jumping ahead. Try to eliminate distractions so that you can focus to the best of your ability. Take notes. If you need some flashcards, get you some flashcards, girl. If you need to type it up, do whatever. Take notes. And ask for help if you need it. And then you can add eating as a tip if you want, but eat. But again, the biggest tip to remember, wherever I put this, biggest tip to remember is you're in school for a reason. So do what you gotta do to get the grades. Yes, the grades are important. I feel like that's what a lot of people forget too. Not to go on another tangent, but I feel like that's what a lot of people forget too. Everybody's like so busy trying to trick the system and get like an A, find the best way to get an A without working hard. But y'all are low-key cheating yourselves too. I'm all for like work smarter, not harder, but y'all are also cheating yourselves, because if you really do care about the major you have chosen and that subject really interests you, but you're just busy getting the A, and don't get me wrong, universities are to blame for this because they make it so freaking hard to get that A that it makes you just focus on the A instead of what you're learning. But if you just focus always on the letter grade and not the material, first off, you're gonna lose joy in the subject that you liked in the first place. And second off, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, you're not gonna know anything about that field. You're gonna be uneducated on it because you just skated through school, trying to find little cheat ways to go through stuff, but never really learned anything. You know, so it's important to still try to learn and grasp the material. Do not waste your money. Do not give these universities your bag and you get nothing in return other than, yeah, you got a degree. I mean, that's great. That's a big accomplishment, but like, do you know anything? I'm gonna go because kitties need attention. I'll introduce them in the next video, but yes, I got some fur babies, y'all. Girl! Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to use these tips, guys, because they are really good. Grind this semester. Do your thing. We're all going to kill it. We're all going to get A's. Dean's List. Manifest it. Believe it. I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys have any more tips for other people, leave a comment down below so they can see it. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.